everybody. My name's Antonio, and welcome to Adam's Theory. You should watch and subscribe. Yeah, because you want to be cool and down with the theory. Yay! All right, I'm gonna go and do cat things. Do 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 do. Oh man, I did that totally bad. I gotta remember to try to hide my big head next time. All right. Well, as Antonio said, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. This is Adam with the Theory, and welcome to another episode of Adam's Theory. All right. In today's episode, I want to talk to you guys about my experience playing a sorcerer for the very first time. All right. So, surprisingly enough, I never really got an opportunity to play with this class. Usually because there's already somebody playing a character that's they either playing a sorcerer already or they already have like a wizard or a warlock in the party. So they don't really need me for that. So today I got the opportunity to actually do it. And I wanted to share with you my experience and how I actually made my character and maybe get some advice from you guys. All right. So I decided to play with a sorcerer because the party that I was playing with, they had a fighter, a rogue, and a cleric. So I was thinking, okay, they probably could use somebody of the arcane nature, and I'm already playing a wizard. So I was like, you know what? Let me try the sorcerer. So we got the opportunity to. So first off, we had to roll for stats, which I did. And I rolled a 12, a 15, a 13, 11, another 15, and an 8. So not too bad, not anything to brag about, but, it gets the job done. So with the two 15s, I was going to go and like, okay, I could go and put that one of the 15s in charisma, another 15 in constitution, any type of racial traits that I get, I will put that plus one into the Constitution and into the my charisma, so that way I even it out to a 16, so it's not that bad. Now the problem I was having with it is I my AC. Okay, even if all right with mage armor. And if I decided to do put a plus one into my dex, my AC was only going to be at 15, which is, I guess, okay. But since I'm squishy, I like not getting hit. Now, granted, I am a sorcerer and I should be in the back, but I like to keep it safe. All right. So I was like, all right, I need to find a way to get my AC a little bit higher. Also, I have played with some of my friends that do play sorcerer, and I notice that when they pick their spells, sometimes they don't even take mage armor or shield. And I'm like, why not? Like, you really want to walk around here with an AC of 12, 13? Like, you're playing with your life, anything can hit you, okay? Anything. Even if they miss, they hit you. But once I was making the character and trying to get my spells, because we started at level 1. And with a sorcerer, I think they only get like 2 spells at level 1. So it was like, okay, well, if I pick a sorcerer, if I pick mage armor and shield, that's all my spells. I got nothing else. Even if I go and like, okay, I get another spell at level 2, that's still, I only got 1 free spell to kind of do something with. Now, to make note, the DM wanted me to start at level 2 anyway, because the party was going to level up after I got so much freaking Antonio, all the cat fur everywhere. Anyway, so I started at level 2. because the party was going to be they was going to level up, I guess, as soon as they took a long rest, which they did. So we all was going to start at level 2. So I started with 3 spells. So I'm like, okay, I'm limited in my spells. Even if I get mage armor, it's not really going to help. What can I do for my AC? So I started, looking, doing a little research, and I was like, I know what I could do to make sure I have a decent AC. So I picked the turtle. Okay, so uh, the turtle race had automatically they can't wear armor, but their AC is 17. Period. So I'm like, well, I'm a sorcerer. I can't wear armor anyway, and I think that'll be a good idea. So I picked a turtle so that way my AC will automatically be 17. And with that, I didn't have to take mage armor. So that freed up a spell for me, which I was very happy about. So, so I was like, okay, cool. I still picked up shield, so that way, just in case. Like I like being kind of tinky AC wise with my characters. So with a 17 AC, if I did get into a fight and something did try to hit me, I could cast shield and my AC goes up to 22, which at level 2 is pretty decent AC. So I was happy about that. Um, the spells, I kind of wanted to do something a little different. Um, we ha- we had enough fighters and enough. Well, I'm gonna say enough fighters, but we had one fighter and we had a rogue, so we had combat was good. So I kind of wanted to go in just be more of a utility. So I started. So some of the spells I picked was I did pick disguise self. All right, so that was one of the spells that I picked. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Yes, I'm pretty sure while you're asking, it's like, okay, well, you started at level 1. What subclass did you pick? So I wanted to pick a subclass that I don't see too many people play. So um, I was thinking like I've seen a lot of people pick clockwork. I've seen even some players pick I guess the dragon ancestry for their subclass. So I was like, you know what? Let me try a little different. Let me go roll some dice, and I picked the Shadow Sorcerer, which a couple of my DMs said that that wasn't the best subclass because I mean the dark vision at 120 is amazing. I love that. Okay, I love that feature. The darkness spell can sometimes get in a way with things, which is something that I'm gonna have to be a little bit careful with in the future to make sure I don't mess up my party. So I will try to see what I could do with that. And also, if you're watching the video, if you have any tips on how to actually use the darkness spell, please let me know. But I am looking forward to actually using that spell for the simple fact that they have an ability where if I cast a spell using sorcery points, I can actually see through my darkness. So I can't wait to do that. Hopefully my party doesn't get too pissed off at me. They also get another ability that if I was to go to 0 hit points, as long as I didn't get hit with a critical or with radiant damage, I can pretty much roll a save with my charisma, and pretty much I can go to 1 HP, which I'm happy I didn't have to use that this time. All right, so I made my sorcerer. Um, the spells that I picked were I did pick disguise self, just in case I needed to do a little. Had to be stealthy and got to go and infiltrate some places. I did, so I picked that spell. What else did I pick? I did the disguise self. Oh, and I did the spell that I can go and change the value of something. I'm actually gonna go on my D&D Beyond app, which I do recommend. I understand that Wizards of the Coast is not getting a lot of love these days, but the app is amazing. All right, so I definitely recommend it. All right, so I'm actually gonna go into my app to see the spells that I actually picked. Whenever my oh well, for whatever reason, it's not working. Well, the D&D app, is still good, even though it's not working right now. Well, that's embarrassing. But moving on. Um, Pretty much, there's a level one spell that I think I don't have the exact wording of it, but it allows me to kind of change, make something either look more valuable or less valuable. So I kind of wanted to go and play around with that, but I didn't get an opportunity to do that yet. So whatever. Also, the DM was very generous enough to allow us to have one free feat. So because of the fact that sorcerers don't get a lot of spells, one of my DMs gave me the good idea of taking the ritual caster feat. So that way, pretty much gives me a little bit more spells in my arsenal. So, because I was going to be more of a utility caster, I picked the ritual feat, and picked identify and detect magic, which came in clutch. Okay, came in clutch. Loved it, loved it, loved it. The thing about identify, however, is yeah, I gotta whenever I get an opportunity, I have to find a pearl worth 100 gold pieces. I sometimes forget about that because sometimes DMs give you a little bit more money, but yep. So that spell was kind of useless for me, but you know I'll pretty much I we in our adventure we had plenty. We found plenty of gold. So as soon as we're able to get out, I'll be able to go and get myself that pearl. So that way I can actually use the identify spell. Um. So pretty much the first game was pretty good. Fought a couple of little, I guess, little dust imps as they call it. I can't recall the name of them at the moment. If you can remember that, if you know the name of these enemies, please let me know. They were vulnerable to fire, so my firebolt did good damage. However, they had that annoying ability that if they die, they explode, and we had to make a Constitution save to and if we fail, and the DC was very low, like DC 10. If we failed, then we're blinded for a minute. So luckily for us, none of us failed that save, so we was able to deal with that pretty easy. So far, the my first session with the sorcerer went pretty good. I think that the at level two, I really can't really do too much with it. Um, Also, when I was kind of looking at I guess the sorcerer's table, I can see why I haven't really decided to play with a sorcerer for a bit, because you get your level one ability, which is cool. Then you gotta wait till level 6, and then after that, you don't get nothing until level 14 for your subclass. Granted, yes, you do get more spells, so that way you can kind of do some stuff with it, and you got your meta magic, which I am looking forward to use. Okay, I didn't really have to really use any of my meta magics because I was able to kind of just take out the enemies very easy. One of the fun things that I did was, since I had all my spells, I did use disguise self to pretty much to change my appearance to look like one of the members of the party, which I was really happy about. For whatever reason, the cleric didn't think that was funny. Oh well. But yeah, I had a good time with that. We got some magic items. Everything worked out well. So my first time with the sorcerer, not too bad. Not too bad at all. I am looking forward to seeing what happens at level 3. All right. And I think that I'm probably going to do like a weekly video of my journey in the sorcerer. and see what I like. Because this is my first time playing a sorcerer. It's very, very new to me. So tell me, what do you guys think? Do you guys think I did the right idea? I had the right idea by picking Shadow Sorcerer, or am I going to regret it later? And do you have any suggestions on how should I use the darkness spell that's not gonna piss off my party? All right. Well, that's all the time I got today. Just wanted to do a short little video for you guys about that. Once again, please like, subscribe, show me love. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, I'll be seeing you guys next week. So remember, keep rolling that dice, okay? And yeah, I'm gonna get Josh in next time because Antonio's terrible at this. Whole YouTube thing. All right, later.